Welcome back to the Gearcast, everybody. This episode, I'm joined by Prof. Beetle Boy and I.
He's not here again. He's not. We're joined by Rage Face Hyphen, the absentee father of the Gearcast, aka Pandas, who's not here. He'll be back eventually. He said he was going to get the milk, so I believe him. How long do you think it's gonna take the milk? Him to grab the milk, John?
18 years.
Specifically 18. So when we're full-grown adults, I'll be I think in my 30s. Yeah, a little 32 at least. Pandas will be back and be like, hey, looks good, you know, Infinite Girl did a nice 6-figure company. I'll be like, hey, one of those few times I uploaded the Gearcast. Like, yeah,
hey, he's like, look up, what does my hoodie say? Infinite Gear co-leader.
He's like, that would be hilarious. I was like, everybody in the office is like, he is the co-leader though. I just kicked the vice CEO out. I'm like, yeah, he's kind of right. Panda's coming back in 2042 to mess up Infinite Gear LLC. But
co-leader.
Read it out, bro. Okay, so
you need me to stop it out for you?
Okay. So one of the things I wanted to get into this week, right? We don't got much to go off of, right? But one is, and I'm looking through what I just wrote down. Which doesn't happen to be some stuff where, but I think off the top we have to go to the biggest thing, because, like, I don't even need a list for this, but bruh, the PS5 show was the other day, and us being, passionate Xbox players, we kind of have a little bit of...
Alright, no bias, but that was garbage. That was a garbage press conference that showed off 3 good games, and 2 of those good games that it showed off are just remakes of good games that have already come out.
In all honesty, it wasn't bad. Like, Xbox needs to take some notes, bro, because that show, like, the little live stream they did, that was kind of
What?
No! Like,
Did
bro,
you watch the Xbox live stream?
There was an Xbox live stream?
Yeah.
No, bro, I just saw the Xbox of, like, one reveal, bro, because I just saw the Xbox Series X reveal, like...
The Xbox Series X live stream where they showed off a bunch of games, right? And, alright, the main problem I had with the PS5 live stream was that it didn't really show off games that showed its upgraded graphics. In my opinion, the games that it showed off a lot of them were like Nintendo looking games, and then a lot of the games that they did show off didn't look very much upgraded.
They hit different though. I will say those games, like they were like going for.
Oh, those games. Most of them look I'm not even trying to say anything, because, like, I'll admit, the Xbox live stream, right? When they did that, I was watching it, and I was like, every game that was on there I thought looked fun, even if I wouldn't play it. Like, there was a bunch of games that they showed, and most of them I was like, I would buy that game. But some of them were like, I don't know if I would buy that game, but, like, it definitely looks fun. But when I was watching the PS5 live stream, it was game after game. I was looking at it and I was like...
Man, I can't even disrespect, because, like, I think the main point they were trying to put in the show, right, is that, like, they were, like, trying to put a new standard of, like, how the games, like, looked and felt. Like, like, trying to put, like, a different perspective on them and all that. And I'm gonna say, a lot of... Yo, hear me out. A lot of those games kind of did come through. It might have not been the... Because... Let's be honest, bro. PlayStation, they only have the champ when it comes to story mode, bro. Because we over them when it comes to multiplayer and almost everything, bro. Because it's just story mode, bro. They got, oh my god, they got the games. And how do I put this? Like, it would have been better too. Like a bunch of the story games. Don't get me wrong, they was looking all right too. They're not the best games in the world. But I felt some type of way because I was watching the live stream, right? Imagine, John, you're a dev. You've been working on a game for like 10, 5, 20 years. And then you wait for the PlayStation reveal live stream, and you wait when your like game is getting revealed, and then everybody's spamming L or GTA 6 or Roblox 2 in the chat.
Listen, if you ask me, like, I've watched the PS5 live stream, okay? and I tried to watch it without bias. I tried to watch it.
When did you tune in? Because I was there the whole live stream.
I tuned in like probably like five minutes after you sent the message to Gear Chat that Xbox was getting killed, right?
Yeah.
So I tuned in, and I probably watched like 30 to 40 minutes or so, I would guess.
Yo, the main thing that made me be like, they just killed Xbox, bro, is the way they so cleanly revealed the freaking Miles Morales joint, but it kind of sucks that it's only a DLC for the Spider-Man game, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, why would you try and put that on PS5 when it's just a DLC? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you try and release that as like a big PS5 thing? But,
to me, like, so
they would have sold me.
I had some PlayStation players agree with me when I told them that the presentation, like, it didn't seem good. Like, it seemed like a lot of people agreed with me, but the excuse that I heard was that the presentation was rushed because of quarantine and everything, and that they had to get something out. Okay.
Maybe it's because I didn't watch maybe it's because I didn't watch the Xbox show, but that show looked pretty good to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, like, the Xbox show wasn't as long, but the Xbox show happened a month ago, like in the middle of quarantine when it was at its most intense.
I thought I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but didn't they release the Xbox like One X images before quarantine? Am I right on that?
So, PlayStation 5 was announced before Xbox Series X, and then Xbox Series X was announced a little bit after. But they were both announced before quarantine.
No, but the thing is, before quarantine, we already saw the images for the Xbox Series X. This was the reveal for the PlayStation 5, like, look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, both of these live streams serve the same purpose, to show off, like, games
for the first time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the Xbox live stream was shorter. It showed off less games, but overall, right, it looked more polished. Every game looked fun, and it just, you can't say that the PS5 live stream was rushed, because PS5 was announced way before the Xbox Series X was, and still the Xbox got a live stream out presenting new games and stuff out before it, and it looked better. So if you ask me, right, the Xbox Series X has better specs. Its design is just a box. Okay, I get it, right? It's nothing insane, but I would rather have.
It stays to its name, right?
I would rather have that box. Because think about it this way: a box you can fit anywhere. You can literally put a box anywhere. That PlayStation 5 looks like if I blow the wrong way, it's gonna break.
I think this is where we gotta get into how, like, everybody, and I mean everybody on Twitter, bro, was just baking the heck out of the PlayStation 5. Bro, they were saying
this deserves to be baked. Listen, think it looked like a Wi-Fi router? My thought was it looked like a Wii, because, they were showing off all these Nintendo-looking games, like these, games that just look like Nintendo would come out with, and I was just like, yo, and their console looks like a Wii? Like, it's like upgraded Wii? That's what it looks like.
Some person was saying it looked like a Destiny helmet. Some other people were saying, you ever watch WALL-E?
Yeah.
You remember Eve off of WALL-E? They were saying it looked like that robot, like that fancy robot off of WALL-E. Yeah. All the disrespect. And you know what? Alright, to give it respect though, what's one game you said you excited for that got released at that got like announced at the PlayStation 5 show?
I thought Hitman 3 looked pretty good, even though I never played Hitman. I always thought it looked fun.
Yeah, Hitman 3 looks pretty fun.
And they did release the initial trailer for 2K21.
2K. That's gonna start getting hard to stop saying 2K20 and just start saying 2K21.
And I know it said pre-alpha.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ready to be revealed at all.
Oh, wow.
You could tell.
Oh.
It didn't like.
Yeah, I don't even want to like disrespect because I don't to point blank. I don't really play 2K like that, but I was like, oh, cool. The guy screamed at the end. You know, he saw his mouth like, ah! I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know,
It just didn't really look right to me. Like, it didn't look like it definitely, you know, you could definitely tell it's far away from anybody being able to play it. But I think that it still has like a month or so to before it should have been even ready to be released because it just didn't look polished at all.
I don't know. It's looking polished to me. I guess all the 2K people were like, you know, like being like, you know, oh, this angle isn't very polished or something like that. But hey, like, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What were the 2K YouTubers saying? Because I know you watch a lot of 2K.
I saw a couple people upload a video about it, but I haven't seen like, you know, anybody really comments on it yet.
Gotcha. So nobody's really. I was so heartbroken when I found out that Miles Morales wasn't getting the game though. Like I thought like that. Yo, I'll be honest. Like the only thing that would have made me get that PS5, like out of everything they just revealed, is that if they had the PlayStation 5, if they had a Miles Morales game, I would have bought it in a second. I was like, oh, I'm sorry
Are
for the.
you sure it's not a game?
Call me a It's not. It's not an individual game. It's DLC for the original Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I know, bro. You don't know how fast I would have bought that in a heartbeat. All my money, bro. I would have had to do it for the culture. You understand? You're like, bro. And like, not even for the culture. Too. It's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and then you know that one of the alternate skins are about to be the freaking spray paint skin. You know what I'm saying? Off of the movie Into the Spider-Verse. And don't get me.
Yeah.
Oh. Quarantine isn't getting that bad anymore, but I will say that I'm a little ticked off that they pushing some dates back for movies I want to watch. Like, for example, not Spider-Man. Like I can have the privilege to like, you know, I have a little bit of money on the side, and also I could watch like some movies if I really wanted to go see them. And one of them that I was like, you know what, I might as well go see it, you know, with or without somebody, would be Wonder Woman 1984. It just seemed a little interesting to start off, because now hear me out. Because I was talking to Fang about this. He was like, oh, Beetle, why don't you just go see a better superhero movie? Bro, at least at the time, and especially because Wonder Woman 1984 was supposed to drop like around this time, what better superhero movie would have been out? Because if we're being honest,
and listen, let's rewind here first, buddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Marvel. Okay.
Black Widow.
10 out of times, Marvel makes better movies than DC.
Ooh,
okay?
What are you trying to say? Hold up.
But DC's movies have been stepping their game up as of late. You know, Wonder Woman was good. Shazam was good.
Alright, but Shazam was like Disney Channel good, bro. Let's be honest.
No, Shazam was actually.
Shazam was like a kids movie, bro. Like a kitty kid movie. Like no disrespect, but like I'm saying like compared to Marvel, bro. Well,
did you watch them?
Actually, I did. But, like, what I'm trying to say, bro, is, like, they're not coming up on Marvel. Like, they're good, but Marvel's
no, listen here, buddy.
There's no way.
Buddy.
No way.
I'm more excited to go watch a bad DC movie than to go watch a good Marvel movie.
Why is that?
Every time. Because Marvel heroes are just boring.
I heard the B word rolling on your lip. I was like, he's not gonna say it. But like,
they are. Marvel heroes are boring, and I'll make my stand right here.
Sarah, well, let me get on my podium and defend this point. I say they're not boring. State your case, sir. Because first of all, because Superman can fly around and he has the lasers, and Batman, he got like, 16 super jets, does not make them interesting. Literally, Justice League's Batman, he was like, what's your superpower? He's like, oh, I'm rich. Like, bruh, that's not boring? You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause if we want to go on that.
The movies suck, right? But
so they're not interesting.
Listen, before the movie, right? I'm more excited to go see it to see if they make a good movie and show the superheroes off than I am to go watch a Marvel movie that I know is going to be good, but like to just like Marvel's got like 3 enjoyable heroes.
What?
And the thing is, Captain America to me was always lame. Like Captain America's lame.
What?
Okay,
How?
the only
No.
Captain America was never lame was Infinity War and Endgame. Even like in Infinity War, he
Bro,
was cool
Winter
because his
Soldier? Winter Soldier.
listen, let me finish.
No.
In Infinity War, he was cool because his Wakanda costume was sick. Okay, and
Bruh.
Endgame he was cool because like just the final fight scene was amazing, and that made him cool, even though he was like he's lame.
The disrespect.
But listen, okay, Falcon. I've always liked Falcon. All right, so I'm not even going to disrespect Falcon. Falcon was cool, but
I'm sorry, that whole Winter Soldier movie.
Spider-Man's good. Spider-Man is a good hero too, but Iron Man is good if he's done right. There's sometimes where like
what movie was he done wrong? Wait.
There's it's not really like a full movie where he's done wrong, but there's sections like I didn't really like Iron Man in Civil War.
Let's not get started on Superman.
In Civil War, he kind of sucked. All right.
On Civil War.
And Civil War was a good movie, but like Iron Man was annoying in that movie. Okay. But like I'm not trying to disrespect because Iron Man's another cool hero. Okay. But that's about where the cool heroes stop.
Okay.
Hawkeye is Green Arrow, but worse because Hawkeye doesn't use specialty arrows. Black Widow is Batman, but female and less cool.
Okay. So here's where I gotta put you in check, pal. First of all, in like every Batman movie, bro, every Batman movie, like almost every, you're like at least from a little kid perspective, bro. You're like sitting around seeing some guy in a suit, and you're just waiting for Batman to come out. Really, bro. There's nothing like and we gotta drive home with the movies, cause let's be honest, no 6-year-old in the year 2020 is reading a comic, bro. Cause
listen,
no, bro,
buddy.
Bro, and no, Winter Soldier, I will not let you slide on Winter Soldier. That whole movie slap when freaking Cap was in his like apartment building, and out of nowhere, freaking Winter Soldier showed up, and he punched him through the window, but he had the shield on his back or whatever, so we kind of like survived it, bro. And then when Winter Soldier caught the shield with his hand, and then when the whole squad pulled up on Nick Fury while they were like he was having a GTA chase down, bro. Winter Soldier was a great movie.
You should see the face I'm making right now, bro. I'm cringing.
No, cringing? What did Marvel do to deserve any of this, bro?
Marvel heroes aren't as good as DC heroes. Their villains are one-dimensional and lame, and just in general,
one-dimensional. What? Bro, I'm sorry.
Wish DC would just hire.
How many dimensions is Joker?
DC would hire somebody that understood the material they were working with, so they can make a good movie that blows any Marvel movie out of the water. Because if they hired somebody good like Marvel hired the Russos, then DC would blow Marvel out of the water.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen, sadly. So, Kevin Feige too. You got to give that to him, bro, because he be making the moves. And let me tell you something right now. At least not in the next decade. Maybe not in the next 2. Ain't no way no DC universe coming up on no Marvel universe, bro. Because first of all, especially with the dimensions debate, bro. Let's be honest. I'm trying to think. I don't even want to talk about because Joker was a good movie. Joker had dimensions. You know what I'm saying? He was like different. But like especially in like the old original like Batman like Returns or whatever, like those movies, bro. How many dimensions did the Joker have besides him just being like backseat, boom, boom, boom.
Are we talking about like the Nolan trilogy or before that, like the original Batman movies?
I think that was the one.
Like from the 80s.
I think it was the 80s. That wasn't black and white, was it?
No.
Yeah, I think that's the one where he's like in the suit, and then he got that. Those are the movies where he gets like where Joker originates. Like there's a guy named Jack, and he's like, "Oh no, call me Joker."
Yeah. Like that, he falls into the chemical pit.
Yeah. Like, bruh, come on now. But then again, back then Marvel movies are kind of trash too, because
back then Marvel was going bankrupt.
Okay, but like, alright. We can't. Let me find my list of topics, bro, because this can't go on forever. But I know one of the Jones on that board that I had was what do you think of Ben 10 being added to Brawlhalla?
I don't really care.
Oh yeah, here it is. But so I'm kind of just mad that they didn't add like a different Ben 10. You know, and this is something that I said had to be a Gearcast topic that I was talking with you, bro. And it's you're lucky Pandas isn't here because he would have like flipped his script, bro.
I don't know that I never watched Ben 10.
Bro, that you didn't like it? That's such a good show. I mean,
it's not even that I didn't like it. I just didn't. No, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
It just shocked me, man. Because Ben 10.
No, I just didn't. I didn't like the way it looked. I never could get into it because I always thought it looked weird when I was a kid.
I don't know if that was the weirdest. I'm trying to think what was the weirdest looking show for me. Like I couldn't watch. I think one of the things, like I know, you remember like when they had like a show I know I couldn't watch because it looked so bad to me. Was...
Oh wait, and I remember something else. I watched like a couple episodes of Ben 10, and I thought Ben was annoying. Like I thought he was really annoying, so I just couldn't watch.
Oh, I can agree with that. All right. So one show I know I couldn't watch as a kid because it was like the graphics, or at least made me like throw up, bro. I knew it was so bad. Was like I think one time I ended up like flipping through channels and accidentally seeing like the like that one Spider-Man like movie that like that one Spider-Man show that was like in CG, like the that was like 3D, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks like it got animated in Gmod. Like it's the same type of style. That Spider-Man show that had the same type of style of Iron Man Armored Adventures, but kind of like lower graphics, you know what I'm saying? Have you heard of it? Have you seen that one?
The only Spider-Man, I don't know what you're describing right now, but the only Spider-Man show I could think of that was on when me and you were growing up was Spider-Man Unlimited, and that show was slap.
No, so. It was one on Netflix, bro. It kind of scared me. Spider-Man Unlimited kind of, that I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man, but that one slapped, bro.
Yeah. That's.
There's a bunch of stuff I got from there that I kind of still use to this day. Like, bro, I think it was such a good effect when like he'd be fighting or something like that, and then like he'd pause the screen and go black and white, and he's like still talking. You know what I'm saying? You know those effects.
I'll admit, right? Marvel has good heroes, but not as many as DC. That's all I'm trying to say.
I don't know. Well, the mixing pot is hilarious because I think it was especially funny back in the day. Spider-Man Unlimited. I know Pandas. This would probably be something. At least Pandas wouldn't be able to brush up on as much because I know we were definitely more of the Unlimited generation. He was probably moving on by then, you know. But bro, you remember like if he ever crossed over with the Avengers and then he tried the little like pausing thing then, but they'd be able to see him like talking to himself, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are hilarious. And I think I remember seeing one time. I gotta say, like the Avengers that were like in a Spider-Man Unlimited like are okay and all that. Like the Avengers that like are like in that same little universe are alright or whatever. But Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, was the best. Period. Like that was the best Marvel show on, bro. The one where it's like the guy on rock. Our world's about to break.
It's a shame because DC's animated shows are better than Marvel's animated shows too.
Oh yeah, I mean Harley Quinn, Batman animated series. Well, the only
Batman the animated series, Justice League, Teen Titans. They had so many good shows.
Man, I would have made the argument for Marvel if Earth's Mightiest Heroes was still continuing, man, because that was a great series, man. Like
it's just Young Justice 2, which is honestly like insane. That schlep.
Is that like a new season of it?
So Young Justice is it's on the DC streaming service now, which I just got yesterday, and I've been watching stuff on that.
Like, Harley Quinn?
No, I haven't because.
Such a good series.
Is it?
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I was on all season one of it, man. And, whew.
Do you have the DC streaming service?
No, but I have freemovies.com. I'm sorry, DC. I can't support you, bro.
It's schlep, man. Watch. I remember it was on Netflix for a little while, and I watched season 1 of Young Justice, but now there's like 3 seasons. So like.
Okay.
I also started watching Titans last night, but.
Oh, I was about to spoil something for you, man. But whoa, there was this one girl in like my class I had back in creative writing, and she was like basically like she was like super woke when it came to all like comic book things and all that, like superhero Marvel and all that. Really like really cool. And then the one thing she was saying was like, oh, never mind. Something happens in Young Justice that I'm like, bruh. I mean, not Justice, Titans that I'm like, wow. Especially, I love. There's certain things DC does. I will give it to them that DC does that you gotta like respect too. Like for example, like in the like how they were actually able to get a bunch of shows together for the Infinite Earths or whatever Infinite Earths crossover for the Flash. Remember that?
Yeah.
And like Titans was actually one of the things that were in that show, and like the old Batman and all that. I love those. Where like my favorite type of series, I got to admit, because then I can spend the most time watching it and like trying to get into like type of world. And that's the same thing. Pandas would be like, "Oh Ryan, why don't you just finish Jessica Jones and all that?" Because I like to watch the Marvel Netflix shows in chronological order. You know what I'm saying? Because I still like to believe that
Netflix shows. Bro, I watched the Marvel Netflix shows. I watched the first 2 episodes of Daredevil, and
you were like,
didn't.
I like Daredevil. That's crazy.
I know people like it. I just didn't. The only Netflix show that I could watch and like was Punisher. I liked Punisher.
I think the reason I was able to like stick with Daredevil is because I started on Luke Cage. I wasn't supposed to, but then I was like, oh cool, he keeps mentioning Daredevil and all that, and then I end up going to watch Jessica Jones. And I'll be honest, this is a little degenerate of me, but I was talking about Luke Cage at school, and then one of the girls, this one girl I was talking to at my in my what's it called, a study hall class, right? She was telling me about Jessica Jones, right? She was like, oh yeah, she was like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, they were like going out, and then in one episode they bombed. I was like, oh, I guess I gotta watch Jessica Jones now. So yeah, forgive me, Lord, but I watched that show. And then I watched Jessica Jones, and after I watched that, and like I knew the Jessica Jones universe and the Luke Cage, because Luke Cage was always bringing up how Jessica Jones apparently shot him in the face with a shotgun, and so like there's like a whole connected world. And then like for example, in Jessica Jones, like she'll use a lawyer that always appears in Iron Fist, and like everybody in that little universe has the same like news channel, or like for example not on Iron Fist, I'm trying to think, like there's a news reporter or a lawyer that everybody uses, and like oh my god, like I'm a sucker for all that type of stuff when like stuff gets like brought up that's like from different shows and whatnot. Like for example, when Luke Cage broke out, like the Defenders, which was like the big like Avenger style team up, the person that broke Daredevil, the person that got Luke Cage out of prison after his season ended, because I forgot what actually happened that made him go to prison, but just know he was in prison. And then Foggy, which is like Daredevil's like friend, you know what I'm saying? Apparently they were like, oh, you can't be Daredevil, I don't love you anymore. So he went pro bono, like he was like his own lawyer. And Daredevil's friend basically got my man's Luke Cage out of prison. And bro, that whole little universe, I'm a sucker for it, bro. So I watch it all chronologically, And I still want to believe that the Netflix Marvel universe is still in the freaking actual Marvel universe, bro.
Well, it was supposed to be, and then Disney started their, like in Endgame when everybody came out of the portals.
Apparently they were supposed to come out.
Yeah, but then Disney Plus happened, so that those shows never happened.
What in the world? Oh, sorry. Yeah, but oh my god, that's the thing about Disney Plus too. Like, I know you don't care too much about the Netflix shows or whatever, or like, because I don't think anything else would really get rebooted besides the Netflix shows. But do you think that they're gonna reboot them like Daredevil or whatnot? Because I watch a lot of Emergency Awesome, and if you don't know who that is, he's like always talking about...
I watch a lot of Emergency Awesome too. Right.
And he's always like top 10 something, like especially like Marvel movies and blah blah, right? And like there was like a theory going around that like in this new Spider-Man like movie, like Spider-Man's gonna need a lawyer, and that'd be the perfect time for like Daredevil to pop up. And man, Charlie Cox, who's the actor for Daredevil, man, I need for my headcanon for him to be able to play in the MCU, dude. Because seeing him in theaters, that would make me like...
Listen, everybody listening to the Gearcast right now. Prof Beta Boy needs cocks in his life. Okay.
Oh, chill. Charlie Cox needs to be in on
Charles Cox needs to be inside of Prof Beta Boy's life.
It's Charlie Cox, bro. Chill with the X, COX. You know what I'm saying? He's British, bro.
Yeah. X gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? X is gonna. Cox with that X is gonna give it to Prof Beta Boy. He needs it in his life. He needs Cox.
Bro, but hey, man, that's just my. Whoa, pause. Never mind. Now I can't say that because what I was gonna say was that.
You love Cox?
No.
Is that what you're gonna say?
I was gonna say that like I was gonna say that no homo. That my fantasy would be like all those Netflix characters.
Yes, fantasies about Cox, guys. Come on, he needs Cox in his life.
That would be, you know, all those like Netflix characters coming to like the big screen and all that, and that would make me so happy. Like seeing with Jessica Jones.
Specifically, you, Charlie Cox. You know what I'm saying,
bruh. But yeah, my boy Charlie Cox. Shout out him. You know. Alright, you know what? Alright, next topic. Alright. So, real quick, this wasn't the best one, gotta go, and it's really two options this time, because I'm thinking there wasn't really any other type of series in this. But, recently, you know, I wanted to make the investment, love my homies, you know what I'm saying? I thought it'd be a great idea to buy, like, Black Ops 3 was on sale, right? And so I was like, alright, I got John it, you know what I'm saying? And Pandas has it too. So whenever we get together, I want to play Kingdom of the Totem, the old maps and all that. Yesterday, unfortunately, we couldn't play the old maps, so we just had to play Shadows of Evil, which is trash, by the way.
No, it's not.
It is, bro. I'm sorry.
No. We only made it to round 8.
Bro, I promise you, if we hop on Kingdom of the Totem, bro, I'm lasting for a good while. Like, if you want to hop on Kingdom of the Totem after...
That doesn't mean Shadows of Evil is trash, because you've never played it. It's your trash.
It's specifically trash because I've never played it.
I've never met a person that's worse at video games than you, Ryan.
Alright. Listen. Shadows of Evil is trash. I'm sorry, you just gonna have to deal with it, you know. But... one's gotta go. Okay, so Call of Duty, let's be honest. There's only 2 really main series. So... I'm talking either you got the zombies portion or you got the survival portion. Straight up with you, the one gotta go. Call of Duty, the Black Ops series, or Call of Duty, the Warfare series. So all the Warfare games, or all the
what game?
The Warfare games. So I'm talking Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare. You know what I'm saying? MW3 Advanced Warfare included. If it has Warfare in the title, it's part of the Warfare series. Or the Black Ops games, and I guess it doesn't include like.
This is where things get interesting, right? Because on paper, you know,
it can't be Black Ops. That's all. I'm sorry. Well, no, it can't be Black Ops. Black Ops gotta go.
It's like so difficult because Black Ops recently has been better than the Warfare games, you know. But when you look at it, if it wasn't for the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2 and games like that, Black Ops and Black Ops 2, which are really the only reason why the Black Ops franchise is even in this debate, because 3 and 4 were not very good games. So if you ask me, yeah, Black Ops has gotta go.
Yeah, especially too, because like what I'm saying is like, especially for me, is if I had to give you, if somebody walked up to me and he's like, bro, I'll give you, do you want all of the Black Ops collection or do you want all the Warfare collection? And this includes, I think this might be unfair too, because I'm thinking about like, because you know how like the first few Call of Duty games were just called Call of Duty, or you know.
Okay, how about this? How about we do Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Call of Duty World at War. We'll count those for the Warfare games. Okay. And then... yeah. So we'll do Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and then we'll do the Call of Duty Modern Warfare that just came out. Okay, so World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and the Modern Warfare that just came out. And then Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4.
Yeah, still kind of one-sided, because, bro, oh my god, how Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 weighs the Black Ops series down. I didn't even play Black Ops 4, but still.
Every single game that I just said for the Modern Warfare side
is a goat.
Is a game. World at War is
great. That was the game I started on.
That's classic, right? Modern Warfare 2 shaped the future of Call of Duty forever. People still, it's between that game. It's between that game and Black Ops 2 for most people on what is the greatest Call of Duty of all time. Mm-hmm. Modern Warfare 3 was another banger.
I'm about to say, Modern Warfare 3 is like really the game I had. So Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1 are the two games that like.
Modern Warfare 3 to me is the best Call of Duty.
You said Modern Warfare 3. You said.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
and then
here on the Gearcast.
And then the new Modern Warfare is revolutionary because it takes Black Ops 4, right, which had the idea of blackout.
Yeah.
And that failed miserably. So then Call of Duty's like, wow, Battle Royale is really the future, but we tried to capitalize on it, and Blackout was a failure. And then the company that makes the Modern Warfare games is like, hold up, wait a minute. Not only are we giving you features to make a great Call of Duty game that you could just play normally, play multiplayer normally, we're giving you those features, and boom! Warzone. Warzone is like Blackout, but it's good.
It's like Blackout, but it's good. Yeah.
So, I mean, you ask me, it's 2 against 4 right here. It's Blackout 1 and 2 versus 4 great games.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Black Ops.
The Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1 and 2 might not even happen.
Oh.
So.
Well, how about this? Two bad games against 2 bad games. How about Call of Duty? Advanced Warfare is underrated. Can we agree on that? Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare is slept on. Infinite Warfare I didn't own, but I'll admit that game looked fun. The people didn't play that game just because it was a futuristic game. That game looked fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say, how about
you could take Advanced Warfare.
I was gonna say Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, and then Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare.
Infinite Warfare, and I'm still taking Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still taking the Warfare series.
But we're like the only people in the world that would do that, I think.
Yeah. Well, out of Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4?
The
the Warfare series is low-key fun.
Bro, the thing is, if Black Ops 4 wasn't in there, if it was just Black Ops 3 against those 2 games, I would probably take Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 is, like, a fun game to play.
Yeah.
But I played Black Ops 4 like 5 times and hated it every single second of it every time I played.
Rest in peace, Black Ops 4, man. What happened to that game?
People like that game.
I hear the zombies isn't even good for that, man. That's unfortunate.
I heard people actually like that game, but I hated it. So.
Because the thing that carries a Black Ops game, low-key, for me is its zombies, man. I'm in love with zombies. Like, once we get on King of the Totem, I'll be able to show off my true potential, but that I may or may not have. But yeah, so I think it's concluded. Black Ops has got to go. Rest in peace, Black Ops. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what do you speaking of still in Call of Duty, bruh? I think Call of Duty is kind of getting out of pocket. Like, the updates are nice and all that, but you know how like the newest update for the Modern Warfare is like.
It's very good, I hear, for this new Modern Warfare.
The point people are trying to make, though, is that the newest update is like 84 gigabytes, and everybody's complaining.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's
Why?
It's pretty big. I don't know, but it is, and the only thing that does is make me scared for how much storage the next Call of Duty game is gonna take, which is Black Ops. It's like Cold War, I think is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what it's rumored. It's gonna
Black
be.
Ops Cold War. That title's got my money already, honestly.
Yeah, me too. That game sounds epic, but like,
take my money. Oh,
but it's gonna be like 3 terabytes big, bro. I'm scared.
Hey! You know what gives me hope for the future though? You know that John's gonna be like probably exclusive to like the next gen consoles, and the next gen consoles better have infinite storage. So
the next gen consoles come with a base of 1 terabyte, and then I think you could buy more storage, or you could buy like hard drives. Like the Xbox One that I bought is a 1 terabyte Xbox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I need more storage. I need like a hard drive to put on it. Like Mondo. Mondo has like 60 games on his Xbox. He has like 3 terabytes worth of storage. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I need to get a terabyte John too, but I'm kind of good with my little compact games. I don't have too much like internal monologue when deleting a game. It's not that bad, you know? Okay, so real quick before we roll out of here, I think the one last thing I want to talk about, if you've seen it, have you been watching Drama Alert recently?
Not really. Okay. Like sometimes I'm on and off with Drama Alert.
Yeah, me too. I can see why too. They kind of be wild in on there. But one thing that's going on is, I'll give you the gist of it. For some reason, Tfue wants to box Ninja. You know.
Well, it all started with the rock paper scissors event, and then like their beef has just been escalating.
Bro, he's a bully. I'm sorry, Tfue's a bully, bro. If you don't leave Ninja to have his nice suburban lifestyle.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer
Keystone.
Let's get right into the news.
Woo! Today, it's bro. You should have saw the clip. He was like roasting him like Ninja. He didn't even know what to say. He was like freaking little cotton candy head. Oh.
Started dancing and doing take the L. Yeah.
He started calling him a cotton candy head, bro. I was like, oh, that hurt.
That's original.
Do you think that it was creative though? I'll tell you what. But do you think, like, seriously, let's be honest. Well, Tfue's kind of big, but Tfue versus Ninja.
Tfue. Look at Ninja and tell me that man can box. Come on. What type of... Like, Tfue doesn't look that big body either, but Ninja looks like a strong gust of wind might ruin his day. That's what, like no offense to another legend, but like
a strong gust of wind might ruin his day. That's unfortunate. You're right though. Ninja doesn't. I believe in Ninja, man. Like, I'm
for Ninja all the way because I've always thought Tfue was a baby, and I've never really liked watching Tfue. Mm-hmm. But like, in the same token of breath, like, come on, like,
Rip Ninja, dude. Oh well, at least he knows what he's good at, man. That was unfortunate. Hey, I can't lie though. If that's a boxing match, bro, you got my ticket like instantly, man. Like, I'm watching that in a heartbeat, bro. There's no way I'm missing that event. You know how I feel like that's gonna go down. Do you remember when we were watching the KSI versus Logan Paul event, like the first one, right? And like, you remember that one match where like the guy was boxing, like the black guy was boxing the white guy, and then like out of nowhere the guy started doing the shoot dance. Bro, that was the most savage part of that whole tournament. I don't care about Logan Paul versus KSI or Deji or any of that, bro. That part where he started doing the shoot, bro. Oh my god, that made my day.
If those guys got into a boxing match, I'm not tuning in that fight until 6 rounds are done, because no way that there's a knockout in that fight, bro. That fight's going to decision.
What Ninja versus Tfue?
Ninja versus. There is no way Ninja or Tifu is landing a strong enough punch to knock either of them out. There is no way.
I think Tifu could land a hard enough punch to knock out Ninja.
I mean,
I don't think the other way around, but still.
Bro. No, that fight's going to decision, man. That fight's going to decision, bro. It would be like they were both KSI, bro. They would both come out there with the windmill technique, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong, bro.
You're right. You're not wrong. All right. We gotta clear up here, and especially because my freaking laptop's starting to do the dit like 3,000 times. But this is another good episode of the Gearcast. We out here surviving strong without my boy Pandas. He'll be back eventually. He's just grabbing the milk, you know. But maybe he'll be back in time for Father's Day, you know. We'll see. Like next week. But it's been your boy, Prof Vito Boy, and your man's Rage Face Hype. And like we say on every episode, sir.
That was it. Oh.
Yeah. Well, good try. Next episode.